about the end of our morning session. The nature of the questions was the desperation of when it doesn't work, when we want to control the child. And to understand that what we're learning here is to not even try to control the child. That's not it. To go somewhere else completely in terms of our being, to look at why is the child doing this. And what I like about your questions is that they're explaining to me, for the last two is the biting, mothers are saying what we're doing doesn't work. So regardless of whether you decide to try my ideas or someone else's ideas, I recommend you stop doing what doesn't work. Human beings are famous for running for doesn't work over and over again. Very strange species we are. Because if you put a cheese at the end of a tunnel for a mouse, when they do experiments, and they go for the cheese, but then if you take the cheese away, they go 4 more times and they stop. Someone smarter than humans. Humans go on and they don't stop, even though it doesn't work. So I think it's a step forward, even if you don't think this is the method, or it doesn't fit your lifestyle or your parenting, or you're just not up to it, or don't think you have the skill to do what I'm talking about here. I would say one way or the other, shift from trying something that doesn't work that you've tried before to trying something different, not in terms of what to do, but to question yourself. Because if something doesn't work means that how you approach it is from the wrong direction. And that's what you're learning here. If your approach is how to stop the biting, you're missing the right. It's not about how to stop the biting, it's how to understand why the biting is a necessity over which the child has no control. And finding why that is, it will tell you how to stop it. Because, if there is water in the room, and I don't ask myself why, and there is a hole in the ceiling, and the rain is pouring, then I can, dry it and dry it and dry it, and bring buckets, and bring sponge, and it's still leaking. Because I didn't ask myself, why is it leaking? So it's the same type of thing if we don't look for the cause, for the underlying reason, which is not like what they want to do right now, but how come they want to do it this way? How come they need to hit the brother? How come they need to bite? How come they need to defy? So it's really important to know that these very difficult situations, I'm aware how difficult they are. And I want to tell you about one of the many experiences like it that I've done, worked with a family with a child just like that. And this was in Spain. And this child was 5 years old by then. The youngest was a 15 years old and an 8 years old. And this girl was already biting and kicking and screaming and peeing in her pants to punish the parents. Very, very wild. And it looked, when you come and see a child like this first time, you think this is insurmountable. This is so difficult. The child is so wild. But we fixed it completely and permanently because we worked together for 5 days to find the root of the issue. And actually, I found the root of the issue day 1. But it took a few more days because the child had such a strong habit, which is why I want to tell you this, because some of you with the questions are looking at, okay, but the child is used to doing that. So this particular child was running the household. It was her way because they were afraid of her. If she didn't get her way, she would bite, she would kick, she would ruin the whole family life. So when I arrived there to do the family intensive, I rarely go to other people's home, but I was in Spain, speaking in Madrid anyway, so we did that. And so the first day, the family said they all wanted to go for a walk, and we walked on this beautiful, narrow road. I think it's going away. It's going away. Leave that one open, please. Um, and we were going for a walk. The 5-year-old wanted to be in a stroller, the queen herself. The rest of us were walking. That was one of her things. We got rid of that too. Anyway, and I want you to understand that the road we were on had no cars. It was beautiful nature, really gorgeous, and it was completely safe. About 2 minutes after leaving home, we thought we'd go for an hour or so. It's just beautiful rolling hills, month of May, beautiful. And about 2 minutes into it, the girl in the stroller says, I want to go back home. And the interesting thing is the whole family, the mother who was on the stroller, everybody turned around, started walking back. They didn't see any other options but obeying this girl or else biting, kicking. So I want you to get how difficult the situation was. So you see it is surmountable. It works when you get to the source of the problem. And just